The search is on for 3 people who police say shot at a Savannah rapper, killing a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
All right, so look, everybody, we ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna just jump straight into it. So in this situation right here, we're gonna be talking about the co-conspirators. Co-conspirator 2, 3, 4, and 5. So before we get to everybody else, right, I just want to first paint the picture of the 3 co-conspirators, 4, 2, and 5. This right here by itself, it paints the dynamics of what type of relationship Durk had with these 3. All 3 testified being present whenever Durk said that he got a bag on Quanah Ronald's head. Durk is not saying anything like this here to just anybody. So we know for sure that Durk inhabited a personal relationship with all 3 co-conspirators. We got that out the way. I want you to keep those things in mind. So the first person I want to touch bases on is co-conspirator number 5. I would have to say this has to be OTF D-Thing. Co-conspirator number 5 is only mentioned as being present whenever Lil Durk having a conversation about putting the bag on Quanah Ronald's head. That's it, that's all. This don't mean that co-conspirator number 5 cooperated, especially seeing since co-conspirator 2 and 4 both testified as being there whenever Lil Durk put a bag on Quanah Ronald's head, and both of these co-conspirators placed co-conspirator number 5 as well as Didi as being present whenever this conversation is being had. Co-conspirator number 5 wouldn't be present on the day that these murders take place. Why? Because OTF Thing died in 2021.
The brother of rapper Lil Durk was killed in a shooting in Harvey over the weekend. Dante Banks Jr. was also known by his rap name OTF Thang. According to TMZ, he was shot outside of a nightclub on Halsted just after midnight Sunday in the south suburb. There's no word on any suspect in the case. Lil Durk has not commented yet on his brother's death.
That's why you never hear co-conspirator number 5 being mentioned beyond this point. And at the same time, in most cases, the grand jury will agree to keep the deceased's identity hidden. And that's the reason why you have OTF Thing mentioned as co-conspirator number 5 rather than having his actual government name. So again, I personally believe that co-conspirator number 5 got to be OTF Thing. But if you feel differently, drop them things in the comment section. So now we're gonna get to co-conspirator number 3. Obviously, the co-conspirator number 3 got to be OTF assistant or booking manager of some sort. The reason why I say this is because co-conspirator number 3, he's only mentioned whenever it comes down to booking these flights to California and back to Chicago. And out of all these members that was involved, co-conspirator number 3 was the only one who received the text message saying, "Do not book anything inside my name." This wasn't conveyed to Didi, Brown Eyes, Boogie, or anybody else. This was only conveyed to co-conspirator number 3. And the reason why is because this nigga himself, he is a OTF assistant or some type of booking manager. That's what I strongly believe. And neither do I believe that co-conspirator number 3 is locked up. I just strongly believe that whenever the feds came and asked him about these flights being booked on this day and everything else, I just feel like he just simply told them, hey, say, this is my job. I am told to take these people, fly them over here, and then fly them back. That's just exactly what it is that I do. I had no foreknowledge that a murder was about to be committed or a murder was committed or anything like that. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't think co-conspirator number 3 is actually locked up in any shape, form, or fashion. But again, like I said, I believe that co-conspirator number 3 was some type of OTF assistant or some type of booking manager. And that's the only role that he played. He only booking flights there and back, and that's it, that's all. He's not with these niggas in the car. He's not picking up no gun. He's not in the motels. Damn, the nigga not even present whenever Lil Durk put a bag on Quanah Ronald's head. You feel what I'm saying? So this nigga is completely oblivious to what the fuck is really going on. You feel what I'm saying? Which would make sense for this nigga to be simply some type of booking manager, and that's it, that's all. So when it comes down to co-conspirator number 2, I feel like we all can agree on this. I feel like this is OTF Jam. I have a lot of details whenever we speaking on this situation, but I feel like this is something that people ain't gonna really give me too much pushback for. So I feel like there's really no need to just go too deep into detail. But what I will give you is this. OTF Jam, first off, if you look at the video, right, you see Brown Eyes on the far left, and then you see somebody who appears to be OTF Jam on the other side. Same build, same stature. But I feel we all agree on this, but there's something else that I want to point out. Co-conspirator number 2 relationship with Lil Durk was intimate enough for Lil Durk to tell this man, hey, I got a bag on Quanah Ronald's head. Now, this is a shooter that Lil Durk is talking to. So if you go back to the Chicago situation, right? Whenever you had protected witness number 1, he came forward and he told the laws that him and Lil Durk had a conversation and Lil Durk put a bag on some old block member's head. To me, co-conspirator number 2 and protected witness number 1 in the Chicago situation, both of these niggas are shooters. And both of them have the same type of relationship when it comes down to Lil Durk. Both of these niggas got information from Lil Durk firsthand that he got a bag on some niggas' heads. Both of these niggas are shooters. Lil Durk felt comfortable with both of these niggas to have these certain conversations with these niggas. Both people are going to be the same person if you ask me. Now, Protected Witness number 1 already became an informant before the murder for hire case was even executed on OTF, which is the reason why Co-conspirator number 2 was never picked up with everybody. Simply because the nigga was already in custody. And the information that Co-conspirator number 2 had for law enforcement was already given to law enforcement and was typed up in Lil Durk's criminal complaint. This right here 100% seems to be OTF Jam. And not to mention, ever since that we coming closer to Lil Durk trial, this nigga OTF Jam been posting on these stories like crazy. He's begging for help. Nigga, that's you. You snitch. You was telling. And nigga, that's it. Now this one right here, right? This right here gonna be my favorite one. This one right here, I get the most pushback for, right? So let me go ahead and break this shit down to you, right? When it comes down to Co-conspirator number 4, he is not a California native. I believe that this nigga is from Chicago. Let me explain. Co-conspirator number 4, on the criminal complaint, they label him as a longtime OTF affiliate. In other words, this nigga is not an OTF member by label. He is just a associate. All right, so now we gotta ask ourselves, how long is a long time? They label Co-conspirator number 4 a long time affiliate. So is 5 years a long time leading up to the arrest for the murder for hire? If that's the case, what you're basically saying is that your favorite rapper met this nigga, Co-conspirator number 4, back in 2019 and had an explicit conversation about putting a bag on another nigga head the very next year in 2020, after only knowing this nigga for a year, dropping Quando Runner's location 3 years into their relationship, and Lil Durk was already booked for murder for hire 5 years after knowing this nigga. Like nah, I'm not going for that. So whenever the feds say a long time affiliate, they gotta go back a little bit further. So let me open your eyes to some shit real quick. Lil Durk himself, his first headline was in 2015. That was only 5 years before King Von's death. So I'm gonna ask you niggas again, how much time did Lil Durk have to build a relationship with California native to the magnitude to where he feel comfortable enough to tell Co-conspirator number 4, I got a bag on Corner Ronald's head? No matter how you flip it, no matter how you use it, Co-conspirator number 4 gots to be from Chicago. And that's the reason why the feds label this nigga a long-time affiliate. In order for Co-conspirator number 4 to be a long-time OTF affiliate, as the feds say, this displays and explains intimacy Co-conspirator number 4 and Lil Durk had. They'll show Co-conspirator number 4 and Lil Durk building this relationship in Chicago before the fame. And the reason why he's an OTF affiliate rather than an OTF member is simply because this nigga, he's a part of GBE.
Jimmy baby, Jimmy baby.
This is my personal opinion. And that's where we have the connection.
If Keith taking his guys, Keith taking his guys.
Have you mentioned him about taking care of his guys or not?
I never heard him not taking care of his guys.
Chief Keef, born and raised in Chicago, he leaves, he goes to Los Angeles, he brings his mans with him. And this is how Co-conspirator number 4 became a California resident. And this is how Co-conspirator number 4 was able to have resources to be able to track down Quando Rondo way on the West Coast. And this is how he became a long-time affiliate, because he always had this relationship with Lil Durk, which is why Durk felt at ease mentioning a bag being put on Quando Rondo's head in front of this nigga. Co-conspirator number 4, he dropped Quando Rondo location just as a Chicago nigga would. Hey, say, matter of fact, drop it in the comment section when the last time you heard of a California nigga dropping somebody location. Because I never heard of no shit like that. And that's not how California niggas move. They see, they observe, and they stalk, and they execute. That's the only thing them niggas do. Dropping pins has always been a Chicago thing. Brought to you by Co-conspirator number 4, a Chicago native, 100%. I believe that this nigga, Co-conspirator number 4, is in fact a Chicago native. He functioned around the same circle with Chief Keef as well as Lil Durk, and that's how he's able to make his connection from California and still maintain a relationship and have a relationship with Lil Durk. If you can find that one person who frequent both circles that you can see yourself, and that will most definitely be Co-conspirator number 4. So me personally, I 100% feels like whenever trial day comes, all this shit gonna get brought out. Let me be the first to tell y'all niggas, I told you first.